Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you find yourself in this weird, wild, wacky world of ours, and welcome to the exciting installment of Darkness in Dublin. Haha, you thought I was going to trip over my words, and then I didn't. Fuck you, Cosmos. It's funny how the rain can patter down from on high and sluice the pavement. It's almost as if it wishes to wash it clean. However, some old sins are ingrained in the rock, so far down that not even the most caustic bile that is city rain can even touch it. Well, that's just what they say, anyway. Needless to say, our dear friend Donovan has been in this city for, wow, all of 3 hours now. The jet lag, well, that's a present you can keep. As the taxi speeds its way through the inner workings of the city streets next to the River Liffey, in his hand he clutches a letter that can still scarcely believe he received. But then again, there it is. Mr. Donovan Ward, we are the sad bearers of bad news. We must inform you that your great uncle, Sir Rupert Hawkridge, has passed away. He has left you his home at number 221 Bloomsdale Road, North County, Dublin. If you would please come immediately in order to sign the legal paperwork, we will be delighted to receive you. Please find enclosed a plane ticket. Yours sincerely, Ethan Bainbrook, attorney at law, representing your great uncle's estate. It's funny how little pieces of paper like that can change your life. But then again, that's just the nature of things, I suppose. The taxi driver will make pleasant idle conversation with you, but dang it, you're just so tired. You couldn't sleep on the plane. There was that one child who just wouldn't shut the fuck up. You know that kid who you swear to God that you would strangle the parents of or yeet the child into the bathroom and lock the door. I may have issues with these people. Don't worry about it. We're just going to move on. As you step out of the car, however, after your long journey, the rain falling against your face almost feels soothing. It's almost as if it's wakening you to a new world. And standing out in front of the blue door, holding a black umbrella in his hand, looking down at you, you will see this man. And we shall begin.
Good evening.
Mr. Ward, I presume.
The one and only?
Yes. It's very nice to meet you, sir. I represent your great uncle's estate.
Thank you. I'm sure you have I'll try to hold my questions.
Oh, absolutely. Shall we perhaps step inside, sir?
Uh, Absolutely. Do you have the keys?
Yes. The keys were left in the safekeeping of my firm, so I shall just one moment, please. There's the sound as keys are indeed played with and fumbled with, as he takes a keyring from his pocket, upon which there is only a single large golden key that he places into a lock. There is the sound as the door swings open. From the basement, because there's somebody very much in the basement, you hear this. You hear a rather interesting noise. You look up, and that's new. There haven't been footsteps before, but by God, there they are. Hmm. Hmm.
Shit. Coming from the basement, of course, is some very, very loud music. You probably can't make out exactly what it is from all the way up there, but it's enough to make the ceiling shake a bit every once in a while.
From a couch that is located behind the workbench you're sitting at, there simply comes a very subtle monotoned voice that says, "I told you this was a bad idea, but would you listen? Nope. Nope."
All right, listen, but where else is going to let me haul 2 gallons of cat piss without anybody raising an eyebrow? Is a building with people in it going to do that?
Well, it would appear as though we're now in a building with people. We could go up and ask them if you'd like.
Hmm. And she's gonna cut the music.
For the record, Donovan, interestingly enough, from where you are upstairs, you hear no music whatsoever, which doesn't make a lot of sense because holy crap, that shit's loud enough to wake the dead down there, and it's not that thick. It's not that thick a floor, but you still hear absolutely nothing as you walk into the main room of the building proper, which looks like this. This is the building. This is the main hallway area you walk into.
He walks on the heels of his feet and turns on the inside, like in many a Disney movie when they enter a large room with incredibly high ceilings.
Where are my manners? I should introduce myself. My name is Peter Mello. I represent the firm in which your uncle, Mr. Hawkridge, had his account.
Of course, pleased to make your acquaintance, Mr. Mello.
He will extend his hand.
And you firmly grasp it.
Now then, I have some paperwork here for you, if you wouldn't mind going over that, and I can answer what questions I can. As you said, you had many of them. I will warn you, I only met your uncle briefly in passing, so I would not have been a close confidant of his, but I will do my best.
Of course, don't mind me asking, what was he like?
Oh, he was very reclusive. You understand? He was some kind of I was led to understand that he was a very elderly man when he passed. He was in his he was nearly 90, and he had done a lot of work in the 1930s and 40s as it pertained to various different scientific endeavors, but kept most of himself to himself. You understand?
I see.
Very, very wealthy gentleman, as I'm sure you can probably ascertain from the home, but unfortunately, the contents of the will never dictated where those accounts could be found, and so the entirety of the fiscal assets, as it were given to you, the next of kin.
I'd love to learn more about the guy.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Your initial here, and your signature here. Oh, and the today's date. Thank you.
Right.
Lovely. Good. Oh, and just one more here, and then yes, that is it. Well, so is there anything else I can tell you, sir, or that you need to know? Everything here that you need to understand about the contract is in the contract, as you understand. We're rather fond of those in our legal profession.
Right. And I'll be getting a copy of this.
Oh, yes, absolutely, sir. I will have it. I'll have this copied and sent over to you.
Yeah.
I will be overseeing the legal transfer of equity under your uncle's will. This will take a couple of weeks. You understand? Unfortunately, the bureaucracy here is not exactly what it should be.
Right. Well, I'm afraid you're bumping gums to me right now.
No, not at all, sir. It's absolutely fine. As I said, it was very good of you to come and see this matter in person. There was a legal stipulation in your uncle's will that all documents would have to be brought here to this house to be signed, and so we are just seeing to a minor legal formality.
Of course. So, I take it you're looking to make tracks lickety-split?
Well, if there's nothing else that you need me for, sir.
Right. Could I have your card in case I have any questions?
Yes, absolutely. Where are my manners? He will reach into his pocket and he will withdraw a golden card holder case. He pops it open, withdraws a business card, and it says Mr. H. Mello, attorney at law, and hands it out to you.
Oh, thank you kindly, sir.
That is absolutely fine, sir. It's been a pleasure meeting you, Mr. Ward, and as I said, I should be in touch as it pertains to the legal transfer of property rights.
Look forward to it.
Wonderful. He tips his hat. Good day, sir. And he does what I will refer to as he puddles out of the room. Puddle. It's kind of that odd walk that is shared by fat gentlemen and penguins.
After the door is closed behind him, Donovan will just let out a. Oh, this wasn't just a trip for biscuits.
We will then flick back down to the basement as the voice once again says in that very calm, almost serene monotone, "Well, what are you going to do? You have far too much of your shit down here to move it in a hurry."
Well, let's at least try to get the blood off the walls. Maybe that'll make a good first impression. No blood is a thing people like. People like not seeing blood.
What about the blood on the ceiling?
You can reach up there.
This is the life I chose. Very well. I'm not going to say there is a note of being slightly chagrined, but there is a note of being slightly chagrined.
Okay. And she starts scrubbing. All right, let's get the blood out of the wall. Oh fuck, shit. Where'd the raccoon go? And she starts looking around suddenly.
There was a raccoon.
3 of them.
You just don't know how to people, do you? And that's interesting coming from me.
I can people okay. I've peopled a lot.
Talking to the tombstones of the dead doesn't count.
Does too.
Hey, this is what I get. Honestly, some people make pacts with entities who go on to be great, wonderful, powerful, serene. I got you.
You like my cooking.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You question, because I'm not looking at your sheet currently, Shelby. Do you have at least a single dot of prime?
Yes, I do.
All right. All of a sudden, as the door closes upstairs, you feel a sudden vroom of prime energy wash over you.
Oh, fuck me.
Not right now. I'm tired.
Did you just, feel that?
She kind of stops as she's kind of hovering in midair with a sponge in her left hand and a bucket of soapy water in the right. Yes, that is interesting. That is very boom, and it happens again. This time it's much stronger.
Guess we're gonna sneak up to investigate.
Okay. This is the first time that you've actually gone upstairs, because the door to the upstairs was locked, and it's not just it was kind of those moments of we could pick the lock, but then again, it's an empty house. Why would we want to do the thing? So, are you going to attempt to do this subtly, or are we going to have someone boot open a door?
My larceny 0 says my giant girlfriend's gonna knock it down for me.
I mean, that is how life works. It's fine. Okay, so Robbie, upstairs. You feel oddly serene as you close the door behind you and you walk to the center of the room just to kind of get your bearings and see what's around you. You hear the wind outside rattle against the window panes. And you smell, that's odd. You almost swear for a second you could smell salt water.
Huh.
You. Yeah. Let me just check something. Cool. Shelby, I assume that you do. You have at least one dot in spirit, of course.
Yes.
Uh-huh. The shroud in here just essentially, if I was to give it a mechanical term, the shroud in here dropped from a 6 to a 3.
Damn.
You can feel that oddly cold, yet from your perspective, pleasant sensation as that kind of entropic, necrotic energy washes over your skin. It's almost tingly. Ooh. Robbie, as you turn on your heel, you become vehemently aware that you're not the only person in this room. You assume for a second Mr. Mellow's come back.
Mm-hmm.
But you can hear the door open.
Swings in that direction.
You will see, standing behind you, this man.
Well, can I help you? I didn't hear you come in.
Wordlessly, he walks forward towards you. He was only about 2 or 3 steps behind you, and he holds out his hand, and he places it rather very suddenly, like very quickly, on your chest.
Well, hey, buddy, I'm not looking for any problems.
You don't feel his hand, but then there is a sudden, sharp, glowing light, and you find yourself. How do I describe this? You find yourself naked and surrounded on all sides by cold, clear water. The water is freezing cold, and yet you don't seem to in any way feel that cold, but you know it is there. It's almost like the concept of the cold as opposed to the cold itself. There is an odd, soothing nature to this cold, this chill, this numbing that goes right down to the bones, seeping into the marrow. But there it is. And so you float there amid the nothing. And oddly enough, there is a comfort in the nothing, in the being alone, in the knowing the strength of being alone, and the fact that that cannot break you, that cannot in any way subdue you. You have seen the oblivion of the sea going beyond your sight, far beyond, and yet it hasn't broken you. You feel, yes, you feel around you until a great mass appears in your sight, a huge form of flesh and bone. The largest creature on this earth looms above you, tall, imperious, and by itself. And from its lips echoes a sad song, a song of longing and a song of mourning, a song for knowing it will always swim itself by itself. And in those moments, you reach out your hands your body becoming almost as the water itself, and you grasp onto this creature, and both you and it complete one another as the picture on my screen. You become one in that moment. You, the only one who can hear its song, and it, the only one who can bear your weight. And there is in that moment a symbiosis, a joining of one to the other. And yes, if you want to be technical, you're a merman. Yay!
You would.
Sometimes you just gotta whale it. It's fine. Alright. So, Shelby, as the door is kicked down, because it just takes one good square kick and the door shatters inwards, the lock broken. You will see Donovan suspended in midair, surrounded by a corona of blue light and energy. That's almost blinding to look at. It almost looks as if you're staring at a second sun. The energy sweeping out from it in broad tendrils of blue and broad tendrils of blue and gold, blue and silver energies. It's stunning to look at, but it hurts your eyes.
Oh no. Is this our problem now? I feel like this is our problem now.
Well, we could always run away.
Gonna creep closer.
Of course she does that. His body sinks to the ground, gently, being laid on his back. And you come to an interesting realization as it is so. He's not breathing.
I'm gonna smack him in the face.
Didn't even try mouth to mouth first. You just smacked me.
As you do so, Robbie, you will choke up lungs full of salt water onto the ground.
Ew.
If it helps, I think he's going to live. Maybe. Sort of. Yeah.
Does he snap out of it, or am I still on a dolphin?
Oh yeah, no,
I mean,
you snap out of it when you start to heave up the seawater like you are literally the sea shanties of old.
Hey. You alright?
What the fuck just happened?
You okay?
I don't know. Am I still
No, you're currently wearing clothing. Well, insofar as I'm led to understand that that is considered clothing, but I'm not an expert. They lean in. That does constitute clothing, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's close.
Excellent. Leans back out.
For reference, can Donovan see the other presents?
Yes.
What do they look like?
Shelby has yet to give me a picture.
I can't find one good enough. She's like,
they're in their human state anyway, so just a human form picture will do fine.
okay, she's a big buff lady with black hair.
There you go. There's definitely something odd about the eyes. I'm gonna throw that in because I always figured that there should be a thing. We'll find it. We'll work out what it is later. But there's definitely something odd about the eyes.
I haven't even been in here for a couple of minutes, and what the hell is going on?
I don't know. You were dead or something.
I was dead?
She shrugs. You're welcome.
Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. You're not allowed to be mad about what happened in the basement, though, because I saved your life just
That is
now.
indeed how this works. Mm-hmm.
She nods.
What happened in the basement?
If it helps, I think it's last raccoon.
Anyway, my name is Zippera. How are you, dead guy?
What a unique name.
Thanks, it's fake.
Ultimately, names are merely things that we give ourselves unless they actually have truth behind them.
What she said.
Right. I'm and he props himself up first with his elbows and then just with the entirety of one arm, and offers a handshake from the ground. And Donovan Ward.
She shakes it, her hands covered in like soap and red stuff.
And he looks at his hand for a second and kind of wipes it on his jacket and offers it to the giant woman. And you are?
I am me.
Well, what can I call you?
Kind of looks like, and then there's kind of a shrug.
Donovan looks to Zippera.
Oh, you can call her Nyx. That's her fake name.
If she says that you may call me Nyx, then you may call me Nyx. That is fine.
Spiffy. So pleased to meet you, Nyx.
It is agreeable to meet you too, Mr. Wood.
So what brings you to my house?
A broken window in your basement.
Witchcraft,
Yes.
Satanism, a little debauchery.
Huh. I must have hit my head and I lost control of my getaway sticks.
By the way, I've basically caught on that this dude just like awakened, right? This is normal mage fare.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, the explosion of prime energy, definitely. I mean, if you want to rock on your spirit site, you can confirm it if you'd like.
Okay, sure. She's gonna reach into a pouch. What are my foci again? I know I got some. I'm gonna go with gutter magic. She's gonna pull out a tube of black and gray glitter, and she's gonna blow it in your face.
Ah! Ah! Ooh. What was that?
And now we roll the magic. Magic.
And
No,
as soon
you
as
just
I
blew
get
glitter in my face.
Hang on,
listen, it's important.
give us just a second. So, so it's only rank 1 spirit using a foci, so it's only difficulty 3. Roll down bones. Are we doing that? Are we doing that wonderful thing in Discord where you're desperately trying to find the server?
3 successes, and yeah, I had to open Discord.
Okay, cool. Yeah, his aura definitely is shining with that sweet, sweet maginess. Or sorry, his spirit is definitely shining with that sweet, sweet maginess.
Nice.
And it's really bright. Like, levels of bright at the moment. It's all shiny and new.
And she seems to consider him for a moment, now covered in glitter that will probably never go away because it's glitter.
You're not wrong. You have literally cursed him.
Justification for App 4.
As long as your spec is glittery.
So you said witchcraft and Satanism?
Uh-huh.
And a little debauchery.
Yeah. I've kind of been using this place. So, my bad. I didn't think anyone was coming for it. Sorry about the cat piss.
I must have fallen asleep on the plane.
Ah, I see. You've gone into some kind of regression whereby you are attempting to decompartmentalize your current sociological and social conditioning. I thought about
No,
that.
he totally just died, and this is hell.
Does that make you Satan?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
I accept this.
Satan practicing Satanism? What?
Yeah, like, why not? Don't you love yourself, bro?
I mean, I choose to point out I can categorically tell you that angels spend far too much time looking at themselves in mirrors. Categorically, I can tell you this.
Look, how do I get to the next level of the dream?
Can I speed run this and you can tell me it's bullshit later?
All
Like,
right.
you want the LDR? Because I'm not gonna read you a book. You woke up. Congrats. You're magic now. There are government dudes in suits that want to kill you. Fuck them. There are wizards in robes that want to enslave you. Fuck them. And, yeah. That's it. Don't die.
By the way, at this point, the lights in this room, because they had been turned on when the solicitor was here, suddenly go dead, as in the room is plunged into abject darkness.
Whoa! Hey! Wait, I'm not waking up. It's actually dark. Are you still here?
Yup.
He reaches to his own face and like pries open his eyelids to make sure that his eyes.
When the light comes on, the room now looks like this.
Ah, fuck.
Oh fuck! What? How did?
Shelby, everything has that very, very vague, spirity sense of this has just come from somewhere else on the other side. It's been kind of shunted here.
What's all this shit doing here? People just leaving their garbage everywhere nowadays.
She
Look at
None
says,
of this.
shit. She's gonna go knock that globe over. You see the globe in like the foreground? She's gonna knock that over.
Hey! Sorry.
I was going to say, as you do so, it reveals the fact that it actually contains liquor.
Oh fuck! Never mind. This is awesome.
Falls on all fours and starts licking the ground.
No, it's more so the tall, buff woman catches it before it hits the ground. It's like one of those ninja reflex moments of, nope.
Hey, that's probably mine. Actually, that is mine.
Dude, we got ghost booze.
I can't. We have ghost booze.
If it helps, she has also announced on several spontaneous occasions we have ghost boobs, but then again, that's for an entirely different reason.
We had ghost boobs too.
Hmm.
Well, that's really something. Can I he opens his hand out for the globe ghost.
Sorry, what was the end of that sentence, Robbie?
He reaches his hand out for the booze.
There's a pretty good selection in here. There's gin, there's vodka, there's whiskey, there's bourbon. You'll also notice they're not all sealed, as in some of these have been drunk before, and they've been recapped. Just pointing it out.
Nyx is currently holding it, right?
She's basically no. What she did was when the globe was about to fall over, Nyx grabbed the side of it and kind of held it upright so it didn't fall over because there was booze inside. And when if it was going to fall over, it popped open to reveal the booze. Then she saved the booze.
He'll pull out a whiskey, and kind of just look it over.
It's really expensive whiskey. This is like Glenshannach whiskey, you know, kind of the €500 bottle whiskey.
He'll pour a little bit into the cap and down it.
It seems entirely fine, tasty even.
I can taste that.
I should hope so. Otherwise, you might have anosmia. Do you have anosmia?
Isn't that the smell one?
I think it works for both.
Okay.
This isn't a dream.
Ah, he's finally harping on.
What the fuck?
How is it you said that we should tell people? Ah, yes. She looks at you with that very deadpan face and simply says, I believe it's phrased like this. You're a wizard, Harry. Did I get that right?
Yeah, that works.
Excellent.
How do I do something if I'm a wizard? I don't know any spells.
I don't know. Try abracadabra.
And is that a suit of armor to the left in the picture?
Yes.
He will hold out his hands and just go, abracadabra?
That's a samurai suit of armor, actually. Sorry. Nothing happens.
Fuck.
So you're a shitty wizard.
This. Try bleeding on it. Maybe that'll do something.
Okay. Where's the best place to bleed from?
Well, the second best place I'd get is your wrist.
There's just a very slight noise as Nick. She doesn't crack you over the back of the head. There's like a little kind of pat, like on the back of the head, like no, bold.
Ow! What? No, I didn't mean that. Oh my god. You're really strong. Ah.
It's one of my more endearing features.
Alright, so from the Wrist. I don't suppose you got something sharp I could borrow for a second.
She pulls out a knife.
Okay, I'm doing this. Thank
Ah,
you,
Mr. Pointy. Excellent choice.
Mr. Pointy. It's nice to meet you, Mr. Pointy. Here goes nothing. And he goes, he doesn't go across the street, he goes down the road.
Okay.
So you're looking for attention, not results.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking dark. Okay. Hoo. Let's not say we did.
You talked about eating babies. I had to have a turn.
I did talk about the eating of children. It's fine. It's fine.
So,
Basically, you can use the blood as a focus. My question is, what would you like to do? Because at this moment in time, you are still in the after effects of your awakening, which means to focus your mind, you essentially have narrative control for a brief period of time because you essentially have very new and flagrant powers given to you by your avatar. So, what would you like to do?
He's he's gonna try to. he doesn't have something specific in mind when he approaches this suit of armor. He just he wants it to move. So he goes up to it and he reaches his hand for the helmet and lets his wrist bleed onto the face of the helmet.
As you step back, leaving the trail of blood on the face, you will see its left hand moves and it basically wipes away the blood from its face.
Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Hi?
It just stands perfectly still after that.
He walks back
Do
up
it again.
to it. Yeah, he walks right back up to it and goes to touch its mask again and just kind of says, yeah, do it again.
Okay. Roll dodge that attempts to punch you in the face.
Whoosh. So that's Dex Athletics.
I was going to say, it just indicated it didn't like that by sweeping it off its face, but yeah, sure, you can poke me again.
Well, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good.
Just good enough.
Yeah. You see it as it lunges to punch, and you're like, nope.
Whoa! Sorry?
It gives a very slight nod of the head. Like, yeah, you better be. And
he looks around at the room. And what else does he see? Just what's pictured?
Yeah. As you look up, both you, Robbie, and Shelby, you will see an outline, a ghostly apparition that is, you can see straight through him, of this individual standing on the upper floor of the library, because the library has 2 floors, but the upper floor is gotten to via a small spiraling brass staircase. And you can see he is standing up there, but he's not alone up there. There's another figure. There are 3 figures who are standing opposite him. 2 of them are dressed in black suits with black ties, and then there's another individual who looks a lot like this. Give me just a moment. There he is. I always have to find his picture. He looks a lot like this. And you hear, it's kind of odd. It sounds very disjointed. It almost sounds like you're hearing a conversation from very far away and underwater, but you can still make out the words, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
Shelby, would you like to make me an intelligence spirit lore check, please? I think I gave you spirit lore. I should have done.
Sure.
We'll say it's standard difficulty.
Okay, so 3.
Awesome. What you are seeing is not necessarily a ghost or a wraith. What you're seeing, if you had to guess, you're seeing a memory. Like this room is essentially replaying an event before your eyes.
Donovan looks over to Zippora and says, "I think I want to try something."
Do it.
He offers his bleeding hand over to her.
She'll take it.
And he is going to bleed on her for a second. Look up to the sort of balcony where they're at, and he's gonna will all of his thought towards being up there.
Okay. There is a snap and a moment where the both of you are torn and you feel as though you are falling for a brief second. The gravity goes from under you and you are in a pool of inky blackness. Before you stand up indeed on the second floor of the library, but you don't just stand there, if that makes sense. You are now the ghostly and intangible ones, and these two figures are as clear and flesh as if they were stood in front of you themselves, and you can hear their conversation much clearer. This individual says, "It doesn't matter, Doctor. I will have what is mine. I don't necessarily care that you stole it. Honestly, the Union deserved to be taken down a peg or two. But you'll return the chronoptic resequencer to me immediately, or there will be consequences." You don't understand at all, do you? You're so obsessed with the world that you would build and the concept of your tomorrow that you don't see the damage that you could do to everything around you. You're solely focused on this one wish, this one prospect. And I'll tell you now what I'm sure that in your infinite wisdom, Overseer, you've already calculated. I'm not going to give you the resequencer. I'll take it with me and the secret where it is hidden to my grave. Foolish, foolish old man. But I can respect your dedication. We will pull this place apart piece by piece until such time as we find the resequencer. It will all be for nothing, I assure you. No one will mourn your death. No one at all. With that, you'll see him raise his hand, and from the palm of the hand, a beam of light will lance out, striking the old man square in the chest. His body will crumple over as there is a scream, and he falls from the upper stairs. He falls from the upper level of the balcony down into the main room before the man closes his hand, and he will say, "Pathetic. Go, find the..." At which point you will see all around you the room shift and change, turning as you see it, as you saw it when you entered. And this entity lets out an annoyed hiss from between his teeth as he says, "Interesting. It would appear as though we're playing against an opponent who actually had forethought. He'll have sent it somewhere. I don't know where. Both of you, find it. I don't care what it takes. Find the resequencer now. And then, pop, you were standing back where you were stood.
That movie sucked.
What the fuck? Pardon my language, ma'am.
Huh? Do you know that guy?
No, I saw him right before I started drowning, but I don't know. I think he might be the guy that used to own this place.
On a side note, of course, Shelby, you will have. He did say one instant buzzword when he said the word technocracy, but hey, c'est la vie. Buzzwords are a thing.
Ew. So that was foreboding, and I have no idea what it means.
I don't either.
I don't know.
Huh?
Isn't this like? Why are you here again?
I got a letter that says I own this place now from a relative that I didn't know I had.
Oh, great. That always goes really well. In
It's
the
not like
books
that's
and
some kind
shit.
of. It's not like that's a cliche from most novels and film productions, TV shows, other forms of media.
Stop looking at the camera. He looks at his hands again, still kind of bleeding. And just kind of looks around. He's like, what else can I do? What?
I don't know. Just try shit till you find shit that works. That's what I did, kinda.
Only yours involved more live animal sacrifice.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sacrifice, assistance. Same thing.
Are you asserting that the animals were essentially in some kind of assisted suicide program?
Yes. They wanted it.
I'll make a mental note of that.
Right. What was that thing that the guy wanted?
The temporal doohickey?
Yeah. Do you remember what it was called?
Nope.
Looks at Nyx.
Nyx wasn't there.
Oh shit.
You only took the two of you.
He wanted it real bad, though.
I wonder if I could try to find it. Maybe I find things. Maybe that's something I do too.
Do it. Go for it. I don't know.
I could
I
make a
believe
joke.
in you.
I could make a joke about a man finally finding a way to please a woman, but then again, that would be too blasé. Continue with what you're doing.
A real confidence booster over there.
She's
You're
just
right.
like that. She's real sweet, I promise.
I'm a realist. Huh? Does that all? Nyx kind of looks over and says, she looks towards her partner and says, "Does that also make me a nihilist? If I'm a realist?" I'm going to go with yes.
Yeah, do that. Let's do that.
Well, he said they tear this place apart, trying to find. And he closes his eyes and he balls his fists his stream of blood, falling down past his fingers and dripping onto the ground. He's and he thinks really hard. He thinks about the outside of the building, what he's seen. He thinks of the inside before it's changed and after it's changed. Yeah, he thinks about every square corner of the building that he can.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to find a thing that he can barely remember the name of.
All right. The clock at one end of the room will at this moment start to chime. It chimes once, twice, 3 times, all the way up to 12, which is rather unusual considering it's only about 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon at this point. But the clock chimes to 12. At which point, both of you become aware of the sound of saxophone music. Very low, mournful jazz saxophone, that kind of ragged beat from the 19 teens to the 1920s. It's quite pleasant, but you have no idea why it's playing or where it's coming from, but you can hear it.
Looks at Zipporah. Can you hear that?
Yeah. Where does it seem to be coming from?
It's odd. It seems to be coming from all around you. Like it's almost like it's oozing from the walls.
I hear it for sure.
And it's not in the basement?
No, that's not what's in the basement.
Gotta say, I'm starting to get worried.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, let's focus on finding the cosmic defibrillator.
For the record, right, Robbie, roll me your
Appearance brawl.
appearance roll. Yeah, no, totally. Roll me your intelligence performance.
Ooh, I like that one. I didn't take performance. I took art.
Oh, ours is fine.
Okay. But probably 3 successes.
All right, dear. That is a very specific piece of music called The Ragtime Dance by Scott Joplin, circa 1906.
I know this tune.
Cool.
If you want to hear it, it is. I'm just going to put it in the side chat. It's actually pretty cool.
Donovan's gonna. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you continue.
He's gonna start walking around the room, seeing if it's like any louder at any one point.
It doesn't seem to be louder in any place necessarily. No. Roll me your. Both of you can roll me your intelligence enigmas if you'd like. Oh, okay. Well, that's like, hang on. Do you have an intelligence spec or no?
I don't.
No. I was asking. I was
Oh
asking
shit,
if
sorry.
Shelby had one for all of the tens.
No, sadly.
Well, that's a botch. That's a double botch.
Mhm.
That's 3 successes. All right. So, what can I give with a double botch? Clearly, the answer is to sing along off key. That is clearly the answer. Why would it be anything else? For Shelby, though, you kind of contemplate, you kind of put two and two together, and you think, well, it's called the Ragtime Dance. It's a really specific piece of music. Maybe dancing? Maybe? I say this to a goth who probably loathes the concept of dancing.
She looks over to see what Donovan's doing first, because I'm not going to take that botch away from my friend. What kind of person would do that? She's just going to watch him do that for a minute.
Somehow, some way, Nix has found a bowl of popcorn and will casually pass the bowl of popcorn towards you.
She's going to eat it. We're going to waste a good couple minutes doing this before she's finally like, okay, that's not doing anything. Can you dance?
Huh. Oh, damn, can I? And
Cool, I can't. And she holds out her hand.
oh, it's easy. Just follow me.
Nix will casually say, if your hand goes below the waist, I will kill you.
She will kill you. She's done it before.
Okay. Yep. Take my hands then.
All right. So, do I want to be that dick?
Oh, I have a dot in this.
Yeah, I know, but somebody else doesn't.
I
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah, I want to be that dick. Roll me your dex art.
Oh,
Or
I'll take the botch.
performance.
I'll take it.
You want to take the botch?
I'll take it. Give it to me.
Mm.
Damn it.
Wow, okay, so you fail and you botch. Okay. Well, kids, this just got biblically sad really quickly. So, if any of you have ever watched America's Got Talent, neither of you would be on it because you literally fare like a bunch of paraplegics who are having an epileptic fit. So much so that midway through, when you try to spin her around, I can only describe it as the most epic face plant known to man.
Ow.
Is it here? Spin. Vudunk! Ooh!
Ow. Still got the nerves with all this, and I'm bleeding, and probably am I bleeding more? No.
That worked, right? That did something.
You will notice that when you stop dancing, the music has in fact stopped. And coming from you guys will see out in what is clearly the atrium out there, the large area that appears to have the tree, the conservatory. There's a momentary shimmering light as you will see a small wooden box, roughly about the size of your knee, shimmer into existence.
Donovan starts to walk towards it.
Zipper will get up and follow.
I was going to say Nyx is currently in the process of helping you up.
I just throw my manners out the fucking door.
She even offers to she even offers to carry you for a while if you don't want to use your legs.
Yes.
Very good. And she will just carry you towards the box because screw having to walk.
I love my giant girlfriend.
That is about the most Black Butler thing I've done all day, if that helps. That is all I choose to say on this topic. You see a very plain, unadorned wooden box sitting there. There is a letter on top of it, however, that is addressed to, and I quote directly, whomever it may concern.
If you don't mind, this kind of is my place.
Go for it.
I mean, by virtue of the fact, if you pee on it, you own it. I think we owned it long ago, but I'll accept her ruling on this matter.
Feels pretty dry to me.
All right, Donovan. So you lean down and you open the...
Sorry. For a second, I thought you were going to be like, all right, Donovan. She snatches the letter and puts it in her pants. Pisses herself. No.
Nonsense. Of the two of these characters, she's the polite one.
True. At least for now.
I choose to put it, I never introduced cat piss. That is all. All right. You open the letter, and written in a very flowing, spidery script in black ink on white paper, there is written, "The value of tomorrow is the spontaneity of the fact that it can be tomorrow, the unknown, the unquantifiable. However, unfortunately, individuals deem tomorrow to be something that should be controlled, harnessed, and bent to their will. This devalues the concept of what it is to have mystery and indeed choice, or perhaps the illusion of choice. And so it is that certain things must be kept beyond the human ken, for not just the good of one, but the good of all. Take great care of what is in this box, for within it shatters the mystery, brings about absolution where there is no absolute. And I pray for those who wish that there to be a tomorrow that remains unknown, that remains hidden from all those who would bend it to a will in which there would be no more mystery, only final and bloody certainty. Signed, Dr. Hawkridge."
Dr. Hawkridge.
Who's that?
It's my dead uncle?
Your dead great uncle, but yes.
Great uncle. My dead great uncle?
Oh.
Since you have it up for the scene, because you got the success, Shelby, oh, Nelly. There's something with an immense spiritual resonance in that box, but it resonates. It almost feels and looks like a paradox spirit.
That shit's magic as fuck.
He like picks up the box. He didn't open it.
So, what did the letter say?
It said that it said that what's in this box shatters the mystery of tomorrow. I think that means it. I think it tells the future.
Can we try it?
What? No.
Why not?
I don't want to know what happens. What if somebody? What if this hurts somebody?
Okay, we don't have to use the magic box.
He looks at it with temptation.
It's just a plain wooden box.
Oh, but so much more.
I cannot possibly comment.
He kind of lowers it just a little bit. He doesn't open it. It's like him trying to get it just a little further away from him.
Okay.
And he sets it back down.
Okay.
Finds a chair to sit in and just completely slumps in it.
Nyx kind of looks at Zephyr and kind of blinks twice. I found the kitchen. I could go make cocoa. Do you want cocoa?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Okay. Should I make him cocoa?
Do you think he's earned cocoa? Yeah, make him some cocoa. Yeah.
I mean, I think he's somewhat emotionally destroyed.
Okay. Yeah.
I feel
That
that makes
probably deserves cocoa.
very good. Do you want me to Irish up the cocoa?
Yes.
I shouldn't have even bothered to ask, should I?
A lot.
Excellent. She will go. You'll see her just grab a bottle from the globe as she leaves the room. Just yoink.
Hey, buddy. You okay?
I think so. I'm still bleeding, but golly, I have no idea.
Hey, it's alright. You got an evil box. There's a dude out there that wants to kill you and take your evil box. You know, that's just par for the course. That's not too bad. You could be dead. Again. But you're not. You survived being dead.
Oh. Did this happen to you?
No. But, I mean, probably someone out there.
My. What an interesting show.
Oh, these strangers in my house!
Man, you gotta invest in a lock. Just like one.
For the record, because I don't. Do either of you have correspondence?
I do.
Nope.
Okay. If you have correspondence, you will feel something tug at the back of your mind just before this person speaks. Like, as you see this person literally step out of nowhere in the center of the room. Shelby, I leave it up to you. If your character has your character socialized with any hollow ones in the city or not?
She's probably eaten their food, but if you mean spoken to them in a respectful manner, the answer is no.
I mean, to be fair, they don't talk to each other in a respectful manner.
But she'd definitely have eaten his food.
That's entirely fair. I mean, you can't kind of. Actually, I'll get the other picture for him because I prefer the other picture for him. One moment. There it is. Because I think that this one just, yeah, there it is. That sums up my life feelings better. For the record, this is Mr. Gravedigger. He also, for the record, has that wonderful Hollow One title of the Hollow King, and he fucking hates it when people call him in. So,
Your Majesty.
go fuck yourself, you minute satanic bitch.
Donovan, this is His Majesty. That's his name.
Ah, fuck you. If you weren't being followed around by some kind of demon from the upper realms of creation, you know what? You might actually be fuckable, you diminutive dwarf. Moving on. Swiftly. Swiftly we move. You're the new one. I felt you coming from the other side of the city, I did. My, such a handsome boy.
Can I get you something to drink?
I've already placed my drink order with Nyx. Isn't that what we're meant to do?
I'm sure she'll make you something.
Something without hemlock in it this time. That'd be lovely.
Shrug.
Glare. Glare. But yes, he extends his hand. Pleasure to meet you. My name is, well, everyone calls me Mr. Gravedigger. It's nice to meet you.
Donovan Ward. Sorry about the blood. He bleeds all over his hand.
As you withdraw your hand is entirely healed, and there doesn't seem to be anything on his hand.
You should make up a fake name.
Most people have them.
All right.
I mean, like, you don't have to do it right now.
Yeah, because honestly, I swear to God, if I meet another night howler or a lone wolf, I'm gonna fucking cap myself.
My friends call me Night Pain.
I know, but then again, they're also the people you met on FetLife. Is FetLife still a thing? I stopped paying attention. It's fine, don't worry about it. But I'm more interested because I haven't been to this place in a very long time, and all of a sudden it's moving and shaking in all the planes of existence again, and I'm wondering why that is.
She points at Donovan.
You woke this place up?
He bleeds on things and it makes magic happen.
Eh. To be fair, if it helps, my apprentice cries on things and it makes it happen.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around all of this.
He scans his eyes around. Holy sweet mother of Stygia on a good fucking morning. What's in that fucking box?
It's wait a second. You're not with some kind of union, are you?
I'm dying on the inside. He's laughing so hard he puts his head on Zephyr's shoulder like he literally cannot support his own weight. He's laughing so hard.
No would have sufficed.
They don't let you wear eyeliner there. That's why I didn't join.
To be fair, are you biologically capable of laughter? I genuinely can't recall.
Yeah, you just did it a lot.
No, I was asking if she's biologically capable of laughter.
Oh.
I'm laughing on the inside.
Good to know. But no, I am not affiliated with the Technocratic Union.
They're the bad guys.
Yeah.
One of the bad guys. There's like 10 of them. I can't fucking keep track.
Oh, hang on. Let's do a finger count, shall we? The Technocratic Union, the Order of Hermes, the Order of Hermes, the Order of Hermes. Sorry. I kind of lost count there after, the Order of Hermes. What?
There's a lot of those guys.
There are a lot of those guys.
Yeah, this whole reminiscing over who we hate, like in the first, like in my housewarming party that I wasn't even invited to. I hate to cut it short, but what?
The Union dudes want to kill you because you do magic with your blood and that's the wrong way to magic or something.
Reality deviants is what they call us, because we deviate from reality. See how that one works? Finger guns?
And the Order of Hermes suck because they tried to murder me and my girlfriend.
Because you trucked with, and I quote, powers that you do not understand and cannot possibly fathom.
And the only thing I don't understand about her is why she likes onions. So.
I mean, because they're delicious.
You're nasty. Fuck you, Your
I mean,
Majesty.
once again, if you're tired, I'm tired. It won't be my A game, but sure, why not? But in all seriousness, no. We're hollow ones. We are part of the disparate alliance and utterly lovely.
Sure.
Why do you smell vaguely of cat piss?
There was a lot of cat piss in the basement.
Why? Why?
Because the ritual required for sulfur pulled directly from hell, and I didn't have that. But I did have a cat.
So cat urine was your replacement?
Yeah, have you ever smelled it? Totally same thing.
I was going to say, for fuck's sake, just why can't you just go to? I was going to say, why didn't you just send Nix to go and get some?
Well, like, she's not like my gopher. She was busy. Her shows were on.
Right. Does she still have a thing for daytime soap operas?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I accept that.
She likes the Korean ones.
I accept that. But yes, Mr. Ward, I came here because I knew the fine owner of this place back when it was this place. And needless to say, when he was murdered, it took a little bit of a dampener to the city.
Apparently, he and I are related. I never got to meet him.
No, you're not related in that sense, but you are related in another sense.
I'm all ears.
Oh, essentially, a large bloody chunk of his soul was he had ripped out, along with the connection to his avatar, and it's been stitched into yours because you are the new incumbent of his avatar. So essentially, you're two people inhabiting the one body, along with an extra piece of soul that we call the avatar. Oh no, I did the soul ripping myself.
Metal.
Thanks.
Uh-huh. Can he tell what I'm doing?
Just a second. When you say metal, he's going to give you he's just going to offer the fist bump, like bump.
Bump.
There you go. But can he what?
Can he tell what I'm doing?
In a manner of speaking, it's kind of like cohabitation. So it can kind of tell what you're doing from time to time, but interacting when you're not old in that sense is a little bit complicated. But I sense that if he really musters the will, he can talk to you either metaphysically or in your dreams, I should think.
Right.
He did this because he knew that people were going to come and kill him for something, though he wouldn't tell me why.
Goddamn wizards.
I mean, what the fuck are you in that analogy? Kids these days.
Right. Well, whatever they were looking for, I found it. And
I take it that's what's in the box of virgining cosmic power over there.
he nods.
Right, yeah, then. Huh.
Please don't open it.
It's not my place. I'm surprised she didn't open it.
I tried.
He didn't try very hard. He still has kidneys.
Eh.
Yeah. When did you lose the spark for stabbing?
Just don't worry about it, okay? There's no stabbing happening today.
Oh, you crushing on the new little one. That's adorable.
Kind of looking around.
It's not my place, Sonny Jim, to open your magic cosmic box of mystery. I'm merely wondering why it is that Dr. Hawkridge died for it. And there was a lot of power that suddenly sprang from here, so I toddled on over in order to get a better look, and that's why I'm here.
So let's open it.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Okay. Fine. It's your evil box.
If it helps, I don't think it's evil. I don't think it actually has a moral alignment, but then again, that's just me.
Well, if this helps at all, he'll offer the letter over to His Highness.
He reads it very, very quickly. Like, he'll have it for about 3 seconds before he'll hand it back. And he'll say, that's interesting. To be fair, I'm weird. I've never liked the concept of tomorrow, but then again, you know, I've never been one of the whole the sun will come out malarkey, because fuck the sun.
Yeah.
He kind of points to himself, then points over at Zephyr, points to himself. Do we look like people who tan to you?
No. No, you don't. I mean no disrespect.
I tell you what, since Shelby just said she has to go to bed, we were going to come to a natural close in this anyway. You have your magical box of mystery. You've had your awakening. So we are happy to continue on with the pseudo analogies of the magery and whatever else. This scene is going to be backdated, so it's going to have been. This scene is going to have actually taken place 6 months ago, canonically speaking. This is so you can basically have cleared out a lot of the space in that room I showed you in order to create the coffee shop that Donovan wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
As long with having space upstairs to live in and such. So with that in mind, I'm going to call the scene to a close. So thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. This has been another Scene in Darkness in Dublin. Have a pleasant evening.